Why are Malaysians known for their hospitality, diversity, and laid-back nature suddenly finding cold shoulders around the world? What if the charm of nasi lemak and warm smiles isn't enough in some places? In this gripping video, we uncover 10 countries where Malaysians are facing increasing resentment, distrust, or discrimination. These aren't your usual suspects, and some of the reasons will shock you. From strict immigration crackdowns to cultural clashes and misunderstood behaviors, these countries are turning against Malaysians. But why? Stay tuned as we reveal the uncomfortable truths, political tensions, and hidden prejudices you never saw coming. This is not just about travel restrictions, it's about a global shift in perception. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon for alerts, and join the conversation in the comments below. Number 10. Israel. A hostile relationship with deep roots. Malaysia has no diplomatic ties with Israel and maintains a strict travel ban for its citizens. While this is rooted in Malaysia's strong support for Palestine, it has also led to deep animosity from Israeli institutions and citizens. Malaysians who manage to visit through third-party countries face intense questioning, surveillance, and often expulsion. Online, anti-Malaysian sentiment among Israeli nationalists runs high, often accusing Malaysia of harboring extremist ideologies. The hostility is not only political, it is deeply personal. Number 9. India. Tension over Kashmir, Islam, and trade. Malaysia's outspoken stance on Kashmir and criticism of India's internal policies has sparked major backlash. Indian media outlets have fueled anti-Malaysian narratives, accusing Malaysia of interfering in sovereign matters. Indian citizens have responded with calls to boycott Malaysian products, cyber attacks, and nationalistic commentary online. Malaysians in India have been subject to excessive scrutiny, and business ties have frayed. What started as a political disagreement has now translated into everyday resentment faced by Malaysian travelers and businesspeople alike. Number 8. Philippines. Maritime clashes and nationalism. The Sabah dispute remains a thorn in Malaysia-Philippines relations. While diplomatic words stay polite, on the ground, Filipino nationalist groups and online communities express strong anti-Malaysian sentiment, particularly in the southern regions. Malaysians are portrayed as oppressors or colonial-style occupiers, and this perception is fueling anger. Malaysian investments in the Philippines are met with suspicion, and travelers report being harassed or overcharged based on nationality. It's a reminder that unresolved history can turn neighbors into adversaries. Number 7. Singapore. Friendly on the surface, cold at the core. To outsiders, Singapore and Malaysia might look like two peas in a pod. But beneath the modern skyline of Singapore is a deep-seated condescension toward Malaysians. Singaporean media often portrays Malaysians as chaotic, corrupt, or backward, fueling subtle, classist and nationalist prejudice. Malaysians who work or study in Singapore often report being looked down upon, given fewer opportunities, or treated as second-class citizens. Despite shared history and economic ties, the rivalry continues to breed resentment that's hard to ignore. Number 6. Myanmar. Religious fallout and regional conflict. Malaysia has consistently criticized Myanmar for its treatment of the Rohingya, offering them asylum and humanitarian aid. While this aligns with Malaysia's moral values, it has made them a target of anger in Myanmar, especially from Buddhist nationalist groups. Malaysians are seen as meddlers in domestic affairs, and tensions have risen. Businesses are boycotted, Malaysians face visa issues, and even Malaysian NGOs working in the region face threats and intimidation. What was once a neighborly relationship is now fractured by religious politics and mistrust. Number 5. United States. Prejudice and political misunderstanding. Malaysia's refusal to align firmly with U.S. geopolitical strategies, especially on issues like Israel-Palestine and China, has drawn subtle disdain from American political circles. Combined with a lack of understanding about Malaysia's unique multi-religious society, this has led to heightened airport security scrutiny, visa rejections, and surveillance of Malaysian visitors and expats. There's also an undercurrent of mistrust regarding Malaysians in tech and academic circles, often seen as potential threats rather than collaborators. In post-9/11 America, Malaysians are unfairly categorized and monitored, creating an atmosphere of fear and resentment. Number 4. Indonesia. The sibling rivalry that got toxic. Malaysia and Indonesia share cultural roots, language, and a deep historical bond, but beneath this brotherhood is a festering resentment. Many Indonesians feel Malaysia has stolen parts of their culture, from food to dance to traditional dress. These feelings have been exacerbated by reports of mistreatment of Indonesian domestic workers in Malaysia, fueling protests and anti-Malaysian sentiment in Jakarta and beyond. This relationship has moved from affectionate teasing to serious diplomatic strain, and Malaysians now face suspicion and hostility in various regions of Indonesia. Number 3. Australia. Racism beneath the surface. Australia has long been a favorite destination for Malaysians to study and migrate. But the story isn't always sunshine and surfboards. Recent reports have highlighted a disturbing trend of xenophobia and racism targeted at Malaysians, particularly students and job seekers. Despite their fluency in English and global outlook, Malaysians are often lumped into broader anti-Asian sentiment. The result? Rejection from jobs, housing discrimination, and rising hate crimes. Local policies are slowly hardening, and visa pathways for Malaysians are quietly being tightened behind bureaucracy. Number 2. China. A battle of ideologies and sovereignty. Malaysia's stance on the South China Sea and its increasing closeness with Western allies have not gone unnoticed by China. While the two countries have strong trade relations, resentment is building among Chinese authorities and citizens alike who view Malaysia as a regional irritant. Chinese tourists are increasingly complaining about cultural disrespect and visa tightening, while Malaysians face scrutiny and suspicion when doing business or studying in China. The anti-Chinese rhetoric in Malaysia's political sphere has fueled Beijing's quiet pushback. Number 1. Saudi Arabia. Tensions behind religious brotherhood. Despite both nations sharing strong Islamic identities, tensions between Saudi Arabia and Malaysia have been simmering quietly. What appears to be a relationship built on religious and cultural closeness is slowly unraveling due to a mix of religious politics, economic disagreements, and migration policy shifts. Malaysian pilgrims often speak of mistreatment or discrimination during Hajj and Umrah seasons, not because of religion, but because of national origin and perceived socio-economic status. Behind the scenes, Saudi officials are believed to consider Malaysian interpretations of Islam too progressive or liberal, creating ideological friction. In a world that's supposed to be more connected than ever, it's ironic how nationalism, misunderstanding, and politics can drive wedges between nations. Malaysians, known for their warmth and multicultural values, are increasingly facing unexpected hostility abroad. These 10 countries may not always express it in official policies, but on the ground, the sentiment is clear. From media portrayals to immigration treatment, the warning signs are everywhere. But knowledge is power. The more we understand where resentment stems from, the better we can address it, and maybe even change it. So, what do you think? Have you felt unwelcome in any of these countries? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we've got more unfiltered global truths coming your way every week. This is Infosphere, and we're just getting started.